I was so excited about a student yesterday that did about 42%. Actually, throughout the end of the day, he did about 50 something percent. And what just stood out for me? All right. That's day before yesterday. What stood out for Derek, that's like Bonza, is he was practicing. So he took up 12 trades. I only caught 2 trades. Well, when I pulled him up, you heard what he said. When he woke up in the morning, he took 17 trades and he lost 2. What did he do? The boy was doing it by himself, following the same principles. All right. How can you do it? How can you really be successful in this business without you not doing it yourself? All right. It's going to take a whole lot of time. You're not here to just always copy and paste. Yes, that might be the model, but the whole idea is the transformation is really going to start when you start practicing. So what the first aspect is listening. All right. I need everybody to type it on the chat. You listen. All right. You listen to learn. Okay. You listen to learn. Listen comes from, you don't just listen with your ears, I also listen with my eyes. It's called attention. You pay attention with your ears and your eyes. That's the fastest way to learn something, to know something. All right. Okay. All right. So you when you listen, so what's your listening activity? We come on the session, all right? If it comes to chatting, in the area of chatting, I know all of you are really interested in knowing how to mark support resistance to understand the chart. I believe all of you know you want that, right? So because that's really what takes you to mastery, all right? The ability for you to understand this chart. So how do you understand something? How do you understand a human being? How do you understand a language? I need suggestions on the chat. How do you understand the language? How do deaf people learn? All right? They listen with their eyes because they don't hear with their ears. So they pay attention, the way you move your lips, all right? They watch with their eyes and they learn, all right? They observe. So observation comes what? Through the eyes and the ears. You hear these things. And the more you hear the language, the more you hear the hearing. Say faith comes by hearing. It's something continuous. All right. No. It's not, it hasn't come to the side of taking instructions. All right. You just hear. So what happens when you come on trading and you want to chat? All right. You want to learn how to chat. You begin to, now there's something about you that doesn't like, because this is not an environment. You see all these indicators, right? They are noise. Your mind is not used to this. This is not you getting on the bus. This is not you getting in your car every day going to work. This is not you. This is not the normal geography you learn in school, English language. No. This is a new environment. It means you took out 4 years to understand English language. Some of you took out primary school, nursery, primary. You keep hearing it. Before you know the mathematics, the physics. See, you learn by paying attention, observing something consistent over a long period of time. It becomes part of what? Your environment, all right? So one of the things you do is you can, with speed, pay the same attention here. Watch, all right? You watch, you observe, you get your eyes familiarized with these candles, the way they move, all right? What the educators do, how they mark up the charts, all right? What they always see, the buys, the sell points, all right? You come here day in, day out, you observe, all right? And the next thing you want to do is, now when I listen and I observe, I watch, I listen, all right? What happens is it goes into my mind to say, I want this, I want to understand this, all right? So when I'm not doing it for the money, see, this is where a lot of people don't, the reason a lot of people don't learn, they do it for the money, not for the learning, all right? It's something you want to really pay attention to. When I come on the chat, so I'm going to give you the blueprint of chatting. How do you chat? How do you understand chatting? There are so many questions you guys are asking today. I never asked them. All right. I just observed and I knew them because I know it's part of what I'm going to know if I'm consistent enough. Some of you ask too many questions. because you're trying to validate why you're not making money. This is rich stuff. So many people don't want to hear this. I see people asking me, what's the support and resistance? How can I get this candle? What is the break? And all of these things you're trying to know is prior before you are asking the question, you've done the instructions for you to take the trades and it's not going your way. So you feel there's something wrong you're doing. So you always want to learn to validate that wrong. Am I correct? All right. See, the truth is one of the things we need to do on the session is to be very, very prompt in sharing. So a lot of people, when they do the thing, it's not going that way. And the next thing they pop up, I did it. They want to not ask. They've asked before. They told them this is what you need to do. All right. They mark up the support, they mark up the resistance, they take the trade. And the next thing they'll be like, I took the trade there, but it didn't go. Why are you really asking that question? Ladies and gentlemen, share with me on the chat. You want to know, you want to validate if there is something else that made the trade didn't go your way. Am I correct? Share with me on the chat. I want to know if I'm passing a message. I've seen this many times. People ask questions to validate why it's not working. Not because they want to learn, really. All right? It's different. And when you change the mindset, it's success for you. All right? So when I tell people, they bring up these questions. All right? I love to take it back to them. I never ask questions because something wasn't working. I always ask questions for what I really don't know, that I'm trying to know, all right, that I'm not getting. All right? Maybe I tried it, but it's not really, getting that. Not because of money, not because I was trading and my money started going down. A lot of people be like, okay, I've been practicing this thing, I've been trying to do it on my own, and their account keep going down. And that is why they want to learn more. That's why they pay more attention, to coming on this session, drawing the support and resistance. It doesn't work that way. Mindset is still playing. All right. You're trying to validate what you have excess of. See, you're fearing, the fear, okay, it's not working for me. So you're trying to force, it won't still work. So I want to give you the blueprint. Who is really ready to learn? All right. I'll give you the blueprint of learning charting. All right. First, take something out. Making money. You're here to learn. When you learn, earn is part of learning. That is what I knew that if I learned, I was going to earn. So I did not learn to earn when I was learning. I believe many people didn't get that. A lot of people come here to learn to earn. All right? No, I don't learn to earn. When I learn, I earn. It's different. It's different. So what do I do? So I'm giving you, so you listen, you watch. Take money out of the picture, because when money is there, you can't earn and learn. It's difficult. It's difficult. Just learn, you would earn. So take earning out of it. It's an instruction. It's difficult, but just do it. That is why we tell people, you have to treat this as a business. It's going to pay you as a business. When you come in here and your whole goal is to make a whole lot of money, you are not going to learn. But you need to learn to earn. All right. So what you want to do is hide it. Hide your earning goal, decision, need, want. Try and hide it in your learning. Tell yourself, okay, I want to give myself the next 2 months, 3 months. I want to master this strategy. Trust me, when you make that decision and earning is not part of it, you're going to come back in the next 3 months, you see your account is different. Your account will be different. You never set an earning goal, but you just see your account. Can I tell you this? We teach you 2 to 5%. I don't have an earning goal of 5% a day. I have a goal of $10,000 a day, and I'm learning what it takes. All I just focus in, I'm perfecting this. My goal is $10,000 a day. All right. I don't do 5% because why? I have a bigger goal that is, I need to learn and grow up to become the person that would earn that money. So I focus on the learning, all right? Because I know that as I learn it, I would earn $10,000 a day. Am I making sense? Putting sense on the chat. All right? This is rich stuff. This is rich stuff, all right? So if you really desire that goal, what you want to do is learn. All right. Sorry, excuse me. Let me send it. All right. So how many of you want to earn? All right. Learn. Earning is a learning. So you take it away. So don't come here and say, okay, your sync compound sheet. Let me send it. All right. Yeah. Don't say, okay, because you're seeing compound sheets or what they told me, and that is your obsession. Yes, it's good. Put it in front of you, but don't let that be your action, the reason you're coming here, because you will miss it at the end of the day. All right. So what I did when I was following Christopher Derrick was this. I gave myself a goal. That is why it all comes back to a goal. A goal of we always teach this thing, but a lot of people don't really understand why we are teaching. You can't give what you don't have. First goal you need to have is your learning goal before your earning goal. But a lot of people have earning goal, and that is why they come to learn. All right. So what I do is I had what? My learning goal. I know I was going to perfect the skill. All right. Then the second thing is what? I developed a strategy of what I wanted to learn. So the learning, all right, strategy, all right, that's you have to learn the skill. So I know that for me to really understand price trap, all right, I had to follow Christopher Derrick. So when I was following Christopher Derrick, what was I doing? All right. Let me tell you this. When Chris comes on the chart, it comes on 7 a.m. as at that time. He does something over and over and over. The first thing he plays is what? Motivation. We are good. All right. Christopher Derrick would spend 45 minutes mindsetting you, then 15 minutes to trade. And when you are delaying, you're talking rubbish in the chat, they take you off. Very disciplined guy, military miniature. All right. So first is that I understood his personality. All right. The next thing, when he goes on the chart, he will go to first thing he does, harmonic scanner. All right. So I'm giving you the blueprint. As of this, one of the things we do is from start to finish. What do we do with cash trap? First thing we do, all right, is we go, what do we want to trade? All right. What do we want to trade? That's why we go to currency strength. First, understand what is the sentiment, because in HFX, you're trading what? Emotions. Emotions are what is happening right now. All right. So first is the what. Okay. You want to understand what to, because you need to bring in focus. You can't be everywhere. You need to bring in focus. All right. So is the what. So what do you do as someone who's learning? All right. You're watching us doing this every, take note. So the first thing it does is it goes on the currency. So the first thing I'm going to do when I'm always doing it on my own is I'll go on the currency, see what I want to trade, now pay attention to that. All right. So the next thing is the when. We already see through currency strength. We see the currency we want to trade. The when is the strength, all right, as against the sentiment. All right. Then the next three things, which is now the technical. Everybody say technical in the chat, because charting is the topic for today is charting. All right. Charting is technical analysis. You want to understand three things you really want to pay attention and learn is trend, support, resistance, and price action. So how do you learn charting these three things? All right. What's the first thing we do? Now we know the currency we want to trade. Then we go on the daily and we do it. So a new member understand that this is the routine. The next stage. So the first stage is listening to understand the pattern. So what's the pattern? The first thing is what? I need everyone to follow me on the chart now. The pattern is the first thing is the what. All right. The second thing is the when. When is you now establish that, oh, what is currency strength gives me the what and when. All right. What I want to trade on, I would love to trade USD JPY right now or EU. Okay. They are good, or NU or AU. So through the strength of the currency, I know what to trade on. All right. Then I know that the when is because USD is stronger than JPY, I'm supposed to buy. So what I do is that I can go on USD JPY. All right. I've established the what and the when. Okay. The next thing I want to do is, so I'm giving you guys the flow of operation. Hope I'm not being too fast. All right. Am I too fast? I'm okay, right? I'm okay, right? Okay, good. Perfect speed. Okay, good. So write these things down. These are the things you observe when you listen, you watch, you listen to observe the flow, the pattern. How does it do it? What does he always do? All right. How does it, where does he always first go? Because you want to duplicate the psychology of the person. That's how you become the person. And I'm really hot. Do you guys understand? So you first observe, you learn, you see, you watch. Then this is the flow. This is how Kenvry always goes. This is how doctor always goes. Right? We first talk about what? The what and when. All right. The next thing is the see where. Where is the technical? All right. So everybody put technical on the chart. Charting is technical. So how do we do technical? Now I'm on USD. I know I want to trade USD JPY. That's what I want to trade. All right. I want to buy and sell. So what do I want to do? I already understand I want to buy USD JPY. So that's the idea I have. I want to buy. So when I see the what and the when, I already know what I want to do. So USD JPY, what do I want to do? I want to buy. So the next thing is I set my trap. I want to where am I looking for? All right. I want to look for the best floor. So the flow is not taking me to what? The best flow, all right? So I'm looking for a flow. That's called direction. Through this pattern, I get a direction, all right? So this pattern, this flow gives me the direction of what to do. So you're not just you're here looking at candles. Some of you trade based on candles. No, we trade based on what? Direction. We know the direction of the market. So I already know 3 things I want to have follow to get the best areas to take the market is what? First, I need to understand the trend. So all right. Kenvry says, in 5 minutes, the market is trending up. Do you agree with me? Everybody says yes. All right. But I'm not going to just get in on the 5 minutes ratio. I do this every day to train people so that they know how to do it themselves. All right. So I go on the daily. So I want to show, I'm going to say something else. While I am doing this, I'm going to say the next point of you, all right, following this. Okay, so daily I established another trend. The market is still trending up, all right, which is good. At the point it was trending down, all right. But here it broke the trend and now it's trending up. So I'm seeing an uptrend. Good. Okay. So my goal is to establish the trend, and I know that this market, yes, is on a good trend. All right. You know, when I told you guys will get this business serious. The training I'm going to do next week for the P150, you guys are going to get to the next level. So if you're on this call, you're not yet the P150, do everything it takes, because when it comes to charting the next month, all right, into Dubai, we're going to create multiple traders in our system because of what? Charting. All right. This is next level stuff. All right. So the next, because when you do this, when you pay attention to chart like this, you understand the language of the market. All right. There is not only coming here right now. Only coming here right now. I'll tell you this. There is nothing that will not happen in this life. You see, what I just did right now. I know as a trader in my Forex market, I'm already going to set a trade for Forex. All right. If this market comes here, all right, oh my God, because I know the language of this market right now. If this market comes here, the market is going, because this market is trending down. I want to show you something. I would trade in Forex. Some of you love this stuff, but I can't teach you this stuff right now. You see, between here and here, this market is now reversing this trend because it has broken this trend. All right. This is hard stuff, but I just want to speak it out. This market comes here, 106, please let me type this area down. I'm going to put a buy stop on that one on USD JPY. It's going to take a lot of time. I take a month, but I'm going to put a buy stop. What will happen if I do that? Ladies and gentlemen, how many pips do you see here? For those who know Forex, how many pips do you see? Type it on the chart. USD JPY moves from zone to zone, all right? This is daily stuff. How many pips do you see here? Some of you don't know this stuff. 630 pips. That's a whole lot of money in Forex. Someone say 30 pips. All right, you guys are going to get matured. So 630 pips, I can set a trade. While we are trading this every day, Forex account is going to be running. All right. And it can happen in 1 month. If you're trading a standard lot size, 630 pips is $63,000. You see why you guys should build equity. All right. Mini and 610. Am I correct? Okay. That's 63,000 or 6,300. Okay, $6,300 in a standard. I calculated $6,300. Right? This trade will give to you. That's not what I want to teach you, but I just wanted you guys to know that. Why? Why was I confident to say I'm going to take a trade there? Because I understand the language. I understand charting. It's not strange to me. Why? It's because of the things I'm teaching you right now. I'm showing you stuff, how you see the market. The same way I saw it in the long term is the same way I'm breaking it down for you to see in the short term. That's how we see it in the short term, because what happens in the long term is the same thing that happens in the short term. All right. So now I know this market is trending up. So I'm cleaning every other thing. All right. I don't want to intimidate young people here. Go back. Trending up. Okay. So that I understand. Okay, my buy is good for the daily. But what I'm doing is right. I'm going to trade this market in a short term. So I first need to do something. Now that I understand the trend, what next? This market is in a poor move, is moving fast up. All right. So if I break this down, if I say, okay, let me mark here right now, I'll not be doing that. I want to mark what is the next ceiling that this market is going to. This is a ceiling, this is a ceiling. This market is presently in its highest ceiling. All right. So I'm going to put here, this is the highest tip it has gotten to. All right. And daily, this is the floor. It hit this floor and it went back. All right. You guys got that. So let me tell you the second part. Some of you, day one, you've been seeing this. Day two, you've been seeing this. 1 week, you've been seeing this. 2 weeks, you've been seeing this. Your mind will record it that you're watching a movie. It's no more taking anything. All right. Someone say you can't hear anything. Connect your mic. I believe everybody can hear me. When you keep coming here, you see us doing this thing. Some of you just see us doing this, and the next thing is, where is he going to say he's going to buy? You're watching a movie. You're not learning. The next thing is, see me do this. You now understand, okay, this is how I mark. What next thing are you supposed to do? Get your trading view. All right. Everybody said, whatever I say, put it on the chart. So the first thing is get your trading view, so that you now go forward to practicing. Type practicing on the chart. Follow to practice. That's the next stage. First is listen, watch, observe to understand. The next thing is follow to practice. So how do I practice? I get my trading view. How many of you have TV? Trading view here on the chart. If you have trading view, put in TV on the chart. Okay, if you don't have trading view, put in no TV. You know what that is. If you don't have trading view, put in no TV. No TV. Yeah. Put in no TV. Okay. So if you want to understand this stuff, what you do is what? Now get your TV. All right. Because now your TV will now help you understand how you follow. So when Christopher Derrick, there was a time I was just watching Christopher Derrick to understand what he always does. So the moment I know what he does, is written down. All right. The next thing is, because it's written down, I'm learning it so that I can do it on my own. For me to do it on my own, I don't just write it down and go and do it on my own. No, I come to perfect it when he's on. The moment he finishes all of the mindset, my system is out there. As he's saying, okay, he's looking at the harmonic scanner and he mentions that, okay, this currency is good, USD JPY. Okay, let's go. He wants to mark up USD JPY. I go on my trading view and I select USD JPY and I'm watching him. All right. He breaks it down. He goes on the daily. He does this thing as he's putting it. I'm putting it. Whatever he picks, I'm picking it. That's called what? You watch to practice. Am I making sense? As he's speaking the line, as he's explaining, because he doesn't just do it fast, he's explaining it. So just the same way I'm explaining is that I told you, okay, this market is moving so fast up. I went here, and the next thing I did is I picked what? The ceiling. All right. All you just need to do is pick, because by then, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be strange stuff to you if you don't understand support and resistance. So where do you get support and resistance? You go on your academy. If you have finished the academy, everything I'm saying right here is going to be English, not German. All right. And if you have gone through the academy and one of the things you didn't do was, while you go through the academy, it's even the best place for you to practice as you playing support and resistance video. The same thing I'm telling you right now is the same thing you do. all right? As the educator is drawing support and resistance, you just go on your trading view, do the same thing. You're not going to come here and say, how do you get the support and resistance? It's irresponsible of the nature of a person, all right, to see something he's supposed to practice and he doesn't practice and it comes on and asks how. Am I making sense? Real stuff. You guys want to hear more? Put in more on the chat if you want me to do more. All right. All right, good. So now that's why I wanted to. Since Monday, I've been telling you guys go on your distance and practice. Why? I'm initiating you to what I did when I was learning the skill. All right. This is what I do. The moment it marks it, I mark it. The moment it marks it, I mark it. The next thing I do is what? I go to what? The 1 hour. So on your own trading view, you go to what? 1 hour. All right. Because by now you would have understand what I'm trying to do. I'm breaking this down. So you can see the market broke a trend, retested the trend, moved up. All right. So what am I going to do right now? I'm looking for something. So I'm going to pick what? So the market opened here. You want to say something? Okay, right. The market went up, broke, came here. So created what? A floor. I'm just going to pick the floor. All right. So this is 1 hour stuff. Broke this level of what? So if you go back in time, all right. Okay, let me not do that. It might be. All right. So this is the 1 hour candle, and that 1 hour candle had a floor here. So this is a floor. This is a floor. So this is what pushes price up. All right. So I don't have any other ceiling. This ceiling is still the active ceiling. There is no way, ladies and gentlemen, you do this thing on your own. Because now when you do this thing, you're already understanding how to mark up support and resistance. Already, you already know. All right. The next thing is that I'm breaking it down because I want to trade 5 minutes. I want to break it down to 50. If I see what happens in this time frame, all right. So good. All right. It's now making sense. So I can show you. If you want to learn more of the support, so this market in 15 minutes told me came down, break this place, it had a support here. So these are support. Went up, came down, we had a support here. So you see this area, it was a former ceiling. So something this market is telling me right now, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're going to trade. The market always breaks a certain ceiling, come back to that ceiling and move up. All right. Now it came down. It's now a resistance here, came down, broke this level of this ceiling, came back to it, moved up. All right. So now this is a ceiling. So this was ceiling that brought it back. Broke that ceiling, came back, move up. So what is the market telling me? For me to buy, the market is always doing something. All right. In an uptrend, the market buys the ceiling, the former ceiling. All right. So you buy the ceiling of an uptrend. So what you're really looking for when you're charting, all right, are ceilings when you want to buy. Not really floors. Because floors are in the past. The closest strong areas are the ceilings. Because the new ceiling will become the new floor. So I'm not really looking for a floor. I'm looking for a ceiling. That's why I always tell you, buy the ceiling of an uptrend. You set the floor of a downtrend. Are you guys following?
Kenvry, stay there, stay there. That you have just dropped now is a nugget. Is a nugget. Is a nugget. Well done. Keep it up. Keep it up. I hope you guys got it. He said he's not looking for a floor. He's looking for the roof, which will now be the new floor. Okay, sorry, please for interrupting. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's I love that. Why? You had to. It has to come in, all right? Because a lot of this rich stuff right now. I'm going deeper. All right, and just for you guys to know, I'm really going deeper. But I believe you guys are following. Put in follow on the chat if you understand. Put in follow on the chat if you understand. Because one of these, you at baby stage, you buy at the ceiling, you sell at the floor. All right, that's baby stage. That's basic. All right, but when money is involved, accuracy begins to set in. All right, so a pattern begins to set in. I know this stuff because I learned. I really decided to learn. It's not just buying. It's not just floor. You don't know if it's going to be a floor. You don't know floor in the future. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, good. This market right now, you don't know. Okay, I can say here, right? Here is a floor. So it means this is a good point. But if it's an uptrend, the market, if it's continually moving up, it doesn't necessarily go to floor. It respects ceilings more than it goes to floors. So that is why sometimes you ignore the ceiling, you're waiting for a floor, and the market keeps leaving you. All right. I mean uptrend. If it's in a consolidation, I can pick floor ceilings. All right. You buy the ceiling of an uptrend. It's major. So if this market has done it here, it did it here. What am I looking at? You see this thing here right now? So the former ceiling to this, all right, ladies and gentlemen, is what? Either this wick or this floor, this body. So what I'm going to do right now, all right, I'm still going to go on my charting. So what I'm doing is what? I'm charting the market. So this is 15 minutes candle, right? So the 15 minutes candle went up, still that same, we've not gotten another roof. This is still the same roof of the daily, all right? And it came down. So this candle is still up right now. So I'm not going to obey this candle. I'm going to go for what? This. So the market did what? Gave us what? A floor. That's an opening, all right? And at the same time, give us a week. So what I'm doing is just charting. So some of you, what you do, because you got here, the next thing is you want to buy here. It's good. It might go your way, all right? But that's really not a structure, all right? That's really not, you might win that, but that's not really a structure. I'd love to. This is one, this is two. The market got here, reversed, came here, reversed, came to this area, all right? So that's a structure. The market is telling me a pattern is here. There's an area here. And because I want to buy the floor of a downtrend, I'm looking for this market to come to this area. I want to buy the ceiling, all right? I'm looking for this market to come here for the rejection. So it was a rejection as a ceiling here, and it became a floor here. So what does that mean? If I allow this market to come to this area of this floor, I got myself a trade. Might take time for it to come there, but I got myself a good trade there. All right, so this is 15 minutes stuff. This is a 15 minutes what? Ceiling. Like I gave you guys the trade yesterday, so that the 15 minutes. Now, another thing I'll train on next week, all right, is understanding the power of candles. All right, there are powers in candles you guys need to understand. So when I do charting, it gives me an opportunity to know strong points. So I know that no matter what this trade is doing, if it gets to a 15-minute floor, I'm gonna buy that trade. 5 minutes is just quick, fast, scalping. 15 minutes is also scalping, but when you get 1 hour, 4 hours, all right, I'm not going to talk about that stuff right now. So let me go to 5 minutes. Are you guys enjoying this lesson? Okay, good. Can you see that it became clearer around this area? You can see a pinnacle, boom, all right? So you can see that this area was good, all right? And this area was also good because, right, we had what? 2 rejections. So you can see, can you see how this is making sense? All right, but the real drop is here. So fast, this is fast fingers. This is, a little bit intermediate fingers. All right, but this is major finger. You see this trade? This is major stuff. All right, this is major stuff. So what I'm going to do in 5 minutes right now is now begin to break it down. All right, because there are several areas. This is the ceiling. That's the area. So when we say area, you guys don't understand. Opening and closing matters. So if you see this came hit, went up, opened. All right. So this area is still the same area. All right. All this area is good. So what we're doing right now, hold on. This is where trading becomes boring for a lot of people because they don't want to. They don't want to do this stuff. Like I said, today is charting. As we're charting, we see a good trade, we're going to take it. All right. So now we got ourselves a good zone. So you can write it down. So even if you don't catch it during this session, trade comes to 5,352 USD JPY. All right. So let me tell you, because this one of the things I want to introduce into this, because I'm teaching you to know how to do it yourself. All right. Something follows, an advantage follows. So if you're doing it yourself, how do you trade when you do it yourself? So I know I got myself a trade here. So I might be busy. I might not stay and be watching. What I do is I can keep my system open. If I get busy, I go on IQ option. All right. Oh, okay. You guys, you know this. I have an opportunity to set an alarm here. All right, 352 area. Because I'm using free, I have an opportunity. I can set an alarm. Now, when it gets there, all right, 352 crossing. If it gets there, since I already set it, you can notify me on the app. You can show me, send me email. That's gone off. Okay, am I back? Can you guys hear me? All right.
Yeah,
so
we can hear you.
All right, good. So I can set an alarm on TradingView that when the market gets there, it should pick me. All right. So I can create an alarm on that area that when it gets there, it should pick me. So it has set the alarm right now. So what is going to happen is that if it gets there, it will ring. All right. So I've set an alarm. Or you could go to what? My charger, please. Okay. So, or you could go to IQ option. Now, I did this, I gave this trade based on 15 minutes. I'm still going to break it down to the 5 minutes. All right. IQ option, we'll write down. So I want people, I know some people have been asking this question. So you go to IQ option. This is best because you can set. So how you trade on your own is you can begin, you can look at a chart, maybe like we saw on what right now. I can trade USD JPY for a buy. I can trade AUD USD for a sell. I can trade Euro USD for a sell. All right. I can trade AUD. Now, I can take 15 or 30 minutes or 15 or 20 minutes to chart and set my areas for USD JPY, AUD USD, NZD USD, Euro USD, and I will set alarm for that. If anyone hits the area, I'll just go take the trade. So there is no way in 1 hour when you know how to chart, you're not going to get 2 trades. I'll pay you 5%. All right. So what I'm teaching now is charting, not to trade. I'm not trying to trade. I'm charting. But if a trade comes, we take the trade. Does that make sense? Everybody putting sense on the chart. All right. You agree with me, right? So this is how, if you want to really understand how you become as in professional in trading, is you have to be responsible with charting. So it's not just to trade. I'll set the areas I will now begin to observe. All right. So I'm going to do something for 5 minutes, but I first get a foundation for 15 minutes. So I know that, okay, no matter USD JPY, it has a pattern. It moves with. So I always give it a chance. I'm giving it time. All right. Load now. Now everybody, I love the way everybody is responding. Makes sense. Doctor, don't you like it? Everybody's responding.
Yeah.
All right. So what I do is, because I'm on USD JPY, IQ option gives me better alert system. All right. So this is USD JPY. Where did I say I want to take USD JPY? I want to set an alarm for each of these areas. I can't do that. So we have 8, but the major one for 15 minutes is what? 352 area. All right. So I'm going to set an alarm for 352. So I just go to USD JPY. All right. I can do it by clicking here and doing 352, or I can come here, 352 is down. So 352 is around there. So this 352, I put it in 355 so that it notifies me before it gets there. All right. So that's what I'm looking at. Does that make sense? All right. That makes sense, right? If it's phone, you have to go and click the alarm thing. You find where the alarm thing is. You do it, set it. All right. So this is the phone. If you see it, all right. So I can just type it. This is the present price. So where I want to put the alarm, I can type it. So this is 108.352. I'll type it. I come here. I type it 108.352. 352. You can see it has run down there. All right. So another place I would like to set an alarm, because depending on the momentum of the market, this market might not come down there. All right. But I first establish where it might come to that I know that I'll take the trade. Sure. Okay. So the next thing is, okay, I've gotten in through charting, I've gotten other places. So I have 386. All right, so I come here, I put what? 387. Let it keep notifying me. All right, so I have 387. Another one is what? I have 368. I'm going to come here, click 370. 370. All right, so I'm putting several alarms based on the fact that I did my homework and I know that if this thing come to these areas, all right, I gotta set a trade. Okay, so the next place is I've done 352. So those are three major ones I've done. Okay, so definitely if you disobey this one, you cannot disobey this one. It gets here, I can do a double up and add another entry because I know 15 minutes, I'm going to take it back unless there is news. Do you guys understand this? If you know this area of charting, all right, put in a 5-5 on the chart. Put in a 5-5. Let me know you guys understand these simple steps. Somebody's asking me for a buy or sell. All right, that's really strange. All right, okay, good. So the first thing I said, observe to know the pattern. So I just gave you the routine of the pattern. So you know, the next thing is what? You practice live. You watch and you do. You watch as I'm doing this thing now. You guys you're doing it. And the more you do it on the session all the time I'm doing it, you don't even need to be on the session. You guys will be smashing trading back to back. All right. So the next thing I want to do right now is, okay, I've gotten myself good areas. All right. This is what is happening in real time now, but I got myself good areas. So what I want to do is what? I'll go on Cash Trap. All right. So I go on what? Cash Trap. Cash Trap sees what is happening in real time now. Okay. That is magic. All right. That is the magic of Cash Trap. So first is I know the wheres I'm waiting for right now. All right. So USD JPY. So let me get, this is my like an oracle. Can you see? So we have moving average. I love it. So what did I say? We buy the ceiling of an uptrend. All right. We buy the ceiling of an uptrend. Guess what? My confirmation doesn't align. So this is the area I would love to. So Cash Trap, this is a ceiling. All right. So let's see if that ceiling aligns. Okay, good. So on Cash Trap, I have a ceiling here and I have what? A ceiling here. So let's see if the ceiling aligns with my point system. Now I'm going to introduce point system. I don't want to, there's no way you learn this thing I'm showing you and you're not going to be 90 to 95% accurate with your trading. The only challenge you're going to have is patience. So let's see. I gave us two. So this is one ceiling, this is second ceiling. This is the major ceiling I gave. So the point system, I now want to put the point system. So everybody put it now, point system. All right. So let me put, I think the call has marked out. Let me put the link for. If you guys don't go back and watch this, I don't need to tell you go back and watch this. You already know you have to. All right. So that's the YouTube link. You can send it. Okay, let me put it on Telegram channel. Okay. So clearly, this guy told me that this area is a strike. So Cash Trap is telling me that this is a strike area, which is good because why? That strike area is a ceiling. So 383 area is a good one. But let's now look at the point system. All right. Point system is if arrow is here, that's 1 point. Second point is currency is stronger than what? USD is stronger than what? JPY. Makes sense. 2 points. Third point is we got a ceiling and a floor, strike area. 3 points. All right. Four points will be as at the time it will come here, where I will check my 4 point, will it be at the floor? If it's at the floor, stochastic and RSI, that's 4 points. All right. By that time, I want to get 5 points. I'd love to. The more points you put together, the better what? Your accuracy. So if this come to this area, we'll be seeing that it will be interfering with the 5 points moving average, which makes sense. All right. Though it's not there yet, but we know that, okay, it's not really there yet, but it will be there if I can wait for 342 at this ceiling, because now we have moving average, we have strike area. Strike area is also a ceiling. We have stochastic and RSI. We have buy. So that's already 6 points, and timing will make it 7 points. So how you choose the areas among these plenty areas that you've given is as a result of the point system. All right? Does that make sense? I can decide to say, okay, let's buy this area because what? It did it. But the next thing, if I choose to buy that area, will I be aligning with my point system? So if I choose to buy that area right now, so this is that area. One is that we don't have a strike area. Two is that we don't have what? Stochastic and RSI. Three is that we don't have moving average. Right? We probably will just have arrow. So if I wait for them, we probably will have arrow, strength, and timing, which could also be good. So 406 area is a good area. But is it the best area for my patients? Ladies and gentlemen, answer me on the chat. Based on the point system, would that be the best area? Because you still see stochastic and RSI in the middle. In fact, RSI is in overbought. Is it good to buy a trade in overbought? Yes or no? Let me get answers. So are you guys seeing why most of the time you take a trade, you think, okay, you follow the analysis, but it didn't go your way and you're being frustrated? It's just the lack of what understanding the point system and charting. So I know if I do charting, all I just need to do, if the trade is not ready, if it's not ready, so what is ready? All right, what is ready? What is when the trade is good? So if you look at this very well now, so the more this trade is going up, the more this moving average is coming to our area. So good. So I have a strike area, 386, good. Moving average is there. So if I get an arrow around 386, I now have moving average, strike area, strength. I believe by the time it comes down to this area, stochastic and RSI will be done. So I would have arrow 1, strike area 2, moving average 3, strength 4, stochastic and RSI 5, B 6, all right, B 6. And if I get timing 7, would that be a perfect trade idea? Putting perfect on the chart. See, let me tell you the truth, ladies and gentlemen. If you can wait for the trade to get there and you took the trade and the trade is still even going down, you would not be frustrated as when you took the trade. All right, in the next hour, probably this strike area, you wait for it to come here and the next thing you take it here. You will not be frustrated. Majority of the time, if you allow your point system to play out, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to win most of the time. Most of the time. So I've done charting on these are the 2 areas I'll be looking for trade to come to, all right? 386 and 342. So if I'm the one trading, I'll set my alarm and I'll wait for that. The only time I'm going to take this trade, now let me tell you what charting now helps you do again, all right? The only time I'm going to take this trade is if this trade breaks, like it's trying to do right now. So let's say it breaks, all right? So let me just draw a pattern. Let's say it breaks, it hits another ceiling, all right? Guess what? Now here will now become the next area for buy. So it means it has left the box. And when you leave the box, you watch the other ceiling. All right. When you leave the box, you watch. That's why I always like marking ceilings. So I don't have any other ceiling here right now. I can go to the daily, all right, and pick a ceiling. All right. So let's see in the daily. Where is the next ceiling? Okay, good. Trade move from zone to zone. So here will be another ceiling. All right. So what it means is That's really okay, not far away. So can you see? It's like I almost even marked the area. So let's say trade breaks this particular area. It means this area is now the new. That's why I always tell you look for ceilings, not floor. Because when it breaks here, would you be seeing any floor, ladies and gentlemen? What would you see as floor? No, let's be honest. This is future right now. If it breaks this area, what would you see as floor? Would you be seeing any floor, yes or no? The only thing I will be seeing when it breaks an area is a ceiling. And all the time when it breaks a ceiling, is the ceiling it makes a floor. So what you're looking for in our uptrend, all right, is a ceiling. So I know that this area will now be the next place I'll take the trade for a buy, because that is what will be my new floor for an uptrend. Have I taught you something today? All right. So that is the only time I'm going to invalidate this and now begin to set my new priority when I see it break, but not until it breaks this. Don't forget, this zone I marked is a daily zone. All right, this is a daily zone. It means if it breaks this daily ceiling, it's going to be what? A floor, because it's a strong zone. So not until he breaks it, this guy is going to come back to these areas for a move up, a continuation. That's me understanding the language, because why? I've done this thing I'm teaching you today right now. I've done it. All right. Does that make sense? Don't ask questions right now. We're going to give room for questions. I want to know the flow. Are we on the same flow? All right. Just keep the question. Are we on the same flow? Are we on the same flow? Type in flow on the chat if we're on the same flow. So I'm only going to invalidate or less prioritize these areas when I see that this market, because of the momentum, is breaking this. So when it breaks this, guess what? Don't even do it immediately. All right? Don't do it immediately. I would want this to come to this area of a ceiling. Majority of the time, give it space to. That's what Christopher Derrick said. Allow the trade to show you a structure of action. This is teaching. I'm teaching you to be an independent trader, not copy and. This is not a copy and paste session. Now, this is a training session for you to understand how you can do this. So you can go over this video on your own and you use this training for yourself. This is not what I will be doing if I'm trying to give you a trade. All right. Yes, it will just be a mirror of me knowing this thing that I give. So sometimes you think that the educator knows, but it's not showing everything. No, we can't do everything on the session unless we make it a training activity. All right. So we got ourselves. So that's what I do. So as a chart, you chart this. So I can say, oh, I've charted. I already know where I want to trade this trade. I don't have to be watching the trade, because when you stay on the trade, you will trade what you are not supposed to trade. I've given myself an instruction. The next thing is, okay, let me give, maybe that one will not be ready in any time soon. All right. So let's check something else. So we've done USD JPY. Let's check Euro USD. You know, Euro USD might be of the same strength. Let's check AUD USD or NZD USD. All right. So I'll go on NZD USD. First, you must understand your pair at the same time. Okay, good. Same thing. All right. I love this right now. Okay. I love this right now. Why do I love it? Even on the 5 minutes, it's speaking a language. Okay. Even on the 5 minutes, it's speaking a language. All right. So if I want to chart this chart right now, on the 5 minutes, I can tell you I can sell this market where? Around here. Why? It's a former floor. But I will not be quick to judge because it's choppy around that area. Okay. It's choppy around that area. See these areas? Market came here, went back, came here, went back. So it's choppy. So any of these areas can buy. But what I want to really do, I want to see what it looks like in the daily. So what you do is that you can chart. All right, so let's chart NZD USD, what it looks like. So first let's understand the trend. Oh my goodness. This trend. Okay, this trend. Daily looks like it's moving up. The NZD USD will gain momentum anytime soon. This guy looks like it's going up. Yeah, this is an uptrend. All right. In the overall daily is an uptrend. So this means it can push back up. All right. So you'll not be too careful to be entering trades for a sell, because why? This guy, if it comes to this area, now USD is strong, but on the daily is telling me it's going up. So another thing is, okay, we are seeing what? So on the closest daily, it's coming down. But let me now see. Now that I know this, first thing I want to do is, so forget this. I'm just trying to use my eyes to look at this. So this is in conclusion, all right? I will not be too quick to jump into this trade. I want to really quick break it down. Because if I don't understand the trend, I wouldn't know what I want to do. So let's see what is. Let me first get the daily support and resistance. So we had what? A ceiling here, and we had what? A floor here. Hope you guys are following. All right. So this is the daily, but I've not really gotten my trend yet. I've got two trends, downtrend and uptrend. Major move is uptrend, but quick move is downtrend. All right. So I can see in a downtrend, I'm selling the floor of a downtrend. So what I'm really looking for is a good floor. Am I making sense? So here it's a ceiling. So here it opened. Okay, it opened. So good. We had a ceiling and a cap. So I take it to what? 1 hour. All right, so let's look at the 1 hour chart. So 1 hour looks like this guy is coming down. So it respects. So I can see, okay, yes, this is a trend. All right. The trend is coming down in the 1 hour. The market is trending down. You guys agree with me? 1 hour, this market is trending down. So I can say, let me apply the theory of a floor. Ladies and gentlemen, I got ourselves a good work area. All right. So this former area in the 1 hour was what? A floor. So what I'll do is I put it there. All right. Do you guys agree with me? And that happens to be what? This same floor had an opening around here. Okay. So what I'm going to mark right now in the 1 hour, so I had a floor. So let's go to this present 1 hour candle. So this is a ceiling and this is what? A floor in the 1 hour. So this thing is now making sense. This is charting, all right? Okay, good. So next thing is I break it down to 15 minutes. So you can see it's all making sense. This floor is vivid, all right? This floor is vivid in the 15 minutes. So in 15 minutes, this market says I had what? A ceiling, all right? This market still went up. We had an opening here, which is good, ceiling. We don't have any floor yet because this is still the floor. So NZD USD is making a whole lot of sense. 15 minutes I already got what? So the 15 minutes is creating what? Areas of floors around here. Can you see? So this is the 1 hour floor. You can name it too. You can name it. 1 hour floor. All right? As a trader, you can name it. So it means there's no way. Nothing should happen that if the trade comes to this 1 hour floor and you don't sell, you just wasted a good analysis. But it might not get there. This thing might still be going down. All right. So the next thing is that I now begin to update. This is vivid. This is not really vivid. All right. But it's a flaw. I can put this, I can put my this in there. All right. So the market came here, went back, came here, went back, came here, went back, came here, went back. It means this area is a zone. All right. It means this area is a zone. It came here, tipped off here, it's a zone. So it's choppy. There's something Christopher Derrick will say. When the market is choppy, avoid it. When an area is choppy, avoid it. All right. So where I would really love for a continuation, when the floors are choppy, okay, so 15 minutes is choppy. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 5 minutes. Okay, good. It's no more choppy right now. So we got ourselves a trade. Why? We got ourselves a strong floor in one of these areas we marked out. Can you guys see why it's good to chart? So what does it mean? Ladies and gentlemen, I got myself a trade. If NZD USD comes to this previous floor, which is 406 area, I got myself a good trade. Does it make sense? Why? This area was a former floor. How many of you love this? Is it clean? You can see it's cleaner now. If it's clean, put in clean. You love this, put in clean. All right. See why it's good to chart. Don't just go on the present 5 minutes this thing and you just trade. All right. If you want to really correct this, so what it means is now that I know that this area is good, is a previous floor, I'm selling the floor for downtrend. All right. What I do is now I go on cash trap. I said NZD. Okay. And I begin to apply the point system. So where does point system play? All right. Point system play. I would want to allow. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So this is the area I'm looking at. If I got an, you can see it's a little bit looking different. So this is 394. Let me check. This is 409. It's a little bit different on cash trap. It's 409. So what I would want to do is, ladies and gentlemen, I will not be too much in a hurry. I would want to get, because it is 422. So what I want to do is I'm trading cash trap. Not trading view, I'm trading cash trap because I'm trading the point system. So I got myself a good area here. I would love to. So if I get an arrow, you can see that when this arrow came out on cash trap, it actually respected this area. Can you see on cash trap? If you have done charting before this trade got there, can you see that on cash trap you'd have won this trade? Why? On cash trap, it actually got to that area and it's selling because one, you have an arrow, all right? You have arrow, you have strength. Though I wouldn't have taken the trade. No. You would have taken the trade because I think it just failed. Is it this candle? No. I wouldn't have really taken the trade anyway. All right. Because why? Stochastic is not ready. I would want stochastic to be at this level. Why? If stochastic comes to this level, our point system will now be 7 point. Why? I'll be waiting for this to come to the moving average. I would want to respond to stochastic and RS and let it come to the overbought. So if the trade comes here and stochastic and RS are still at, I will ignore. Everybody say ignore. Learn to ignore trades. Type in ignore on the chart. So this is a good area, but I'm not trading view. Mistake a lot of people do is that they trade trading view. Yes, you might win. It's technical analysis. But the accuracy of double blessing lies in the point system of cash trap. All right. So what's the point system? First is I want to look anything close to this area right now. That's the point system. All right. I want this market to come to. So I'm going to look for a floor that allows this trade. So this is, what is this floor? Good. 424 areas. It makes sense because that is, if you look at that 424 area, is this area. Make a lot of sense. All right. This is good, but if it doesn't align with the point system of cash trap, I want to get the best point. And I want to allow the point, to align with what? This stochastic and RS. I'm always mentioning these things. You guys should pay attention to it. If you want to be accurate in your trading, and if you want to train your patience, wait for stochastic and RSI. So what I'm looking for is this market to come to 421. So I'm giving you a trade right now. 421 sell NU 3 minutes. All right. So you can mark it down. All you just need to do is go on your trading view. NU 421. Okay, so let me put it in 417. That's good stuff. All right. Fast fingers can take it at 406. But this is really teaching you to wait for the point system. How many of you understand? So what I've done now is, if I was doing it on my own, it would probably take me 10 minutes to do charting based on 3 charts. So I've set another area for what? So I have USD JPY. I now have NU. All I just need to do, I can set this area now. I can set for 392. I can set for 406. What happens is 392. Let me just put it at 390 or the 388 areas, and I set for 406, 404. I can just put it there. What it means is it will just notify me. So when it's notifying me, depending on how the candle is moving, it will not determine if I have to wait for the best one based on what? The point system. For the point system right now, let's go over the point system, ladies and gentlemen. Are you sure Don't you think if this arrow comes to this area, stochastic and RSI would have moved up to the red zone? Yes or no? Okay, good. So that's one. So if we see an arrow around this area, okay, something just hit. That should be the first one. Bro, this guy is coming there. It's hit the other one. So that is what? You can see it's notifying me right now that NZD just hit. So what are we waiting for? All right. It means it's coming fast to the 424 areas. All right. 424 areas, though it's above our timing right now. But let's just wait it out. Okay. Let's just wait it out. Like I'm telling you, can you see that? Good. Can you see that stochastic and RSI are now at the bane? So this is good. All right. This is good. 424 areas, is that not the area? So one thing you now decide is, are you going to take it? So it's 421 areas. Are you going to take the trade? But in cash trap, it's not there yet. All right. The question is, are you going to take the trade? Because I'm not doing to trade, but you see this thing play out. All right. The question you now ask yourself, because this is really where a lot of people, have this issue on timing and taking the trade when the trade gets there. All right, you can put it as part of your checklist. Okay, you can put it as part of your checklist. It's either you're taking the technical or you're taking the timing, the double blessing. So what the next timing on our destiny is what? 10:45. All right, and you always know that when this trade is moving like this, it's moving for a reversal. So where is it going to get to that is going to reverse? All right. You will check Forex Factory and make sure before you trade, you check this. The trade is in our area right now, which means it's good to trade, but we are not at the right time. So what do we do? You can decide to use a light risk. So what I do, I'm not showing you my own checklist. I use a light risk for, all right. So taking this trade now, you can use a light, you can go ahead and use a light risk because that is a good point for this trade. It's gotten there and it's respecting it already. At the break of the candle, boom. Boom! Boom! That's what we're talking about. It got there. All right? It got there. All right? So even if you didn't get into this trade, you would love the fact that the analysis played out. Can you see what is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Can you see what is happening? Who among you is excited at seeing what is happening? Put it on the chat.
Okay, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Let me just.
So every one of the zone is in profit right now. Am I correct?
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. This is what Jonathan Nunes does, his own style. He doesn't follow timing, but with his technical analysis, he knows that at that point, you should take it irrespective of time. So we are learning different
people are clearing. So even if you took, look at what played out, all right? Let me show you something. Look at what played out. Even if you were in a hurry, fast finger, you got in here. It was going up. You took it here. It was going up. You took it here. You would have gained. What I told you is that what I do is when it gets to the best area, I can put a double up. Plenty. Would you have been winning the 3 trades if you do charting? Chairman, I want to hear your voice. You're here. Chairman, what do you think these students are getting? What do you think they are getting right now? Is this rich stuff? Is this rich stuff? Everybody's clearing. Chairman Obi.
Awesome. This is seeing this thing work out in it right before you, seeing the simplicity, the detail, the discipline, the patience work out in front of you. So I believe this will inspire everybody on this chart to put in that extra work and get your charting game up. And it's not hard. It's not hard. You might look at it and look like, no, Just watch it step by step. As you watch, draw. You watch, you pause, you draw. You watch, you pause, you draw. You watch, you pause, you draw. Before you know it, you will, your trading will be completely on a different level. Wow, look at the results. Just look at the results.
That's what we're
Just
talking
look
about.
at the results. 10, 10, 30, 20, 10. Look at the results. You know, when you understand this, now you know why you are already a 7-figure trader. Yes, the 7-figure might not be in your account, but you know that with what you know, it's only time. It is only time. Only time. So I know this is recorded. Don't let today go without watching it. That is the way to retain. That is the way. Listen, I was brought up by teachers. You know, there are some things that helped us growing up. My mom is a teacher. My grandfather was a teacher. We don't close the day without you reading the note of what you learned that day and doing an assignment on what you learned, though it was tedious. But sometimes once you do it, you might not go back to that topic, but on the exam day, you'll be surprised that you reproduce it. You will reproduce it. So I'm passing the same to you. Watch this video. Practice it. You watch, you pause. Watch with 2 devices, maybe your phone, and you open your laptop, open your trading view. As you watch, pause, daily you mark, hourly you mark, 15 minutes you mark. And watch it on as you watch the trade here, take it on your demo. Grow your confidence. I believe from this training alone, we should have 5 more educators on our platform. What do you think, Mr. Kenvry?
Sir, actually, it's like you voiced my, during the session, I actually said, with what we have, all right, after the event we're going to be doing, we want to have multiple traders. In fact, I don't want anybody to miss the next P150 event. If at this level, how many of you love what you experience? All right. If you love what you experience, put in love on the chat. Put in love on this. Put in love. See, there are lots of things that take your game to the next level. I believe in this month of March, we're going to bet with like 10 educators. We're going to create the foundation for 10 educators in our system by the grace of God, Chairman. All right. If they only take the instruction of qualifying for a Platinum 150, because this is rich stuff. All right. This is rich stuff. There's something I'm going to train on that next week, because some people now, where they really have this mistake is they don't understand the move of the candle. I do understand the movement of the candle right now because I spent much time. So I'm going to talk on taking the trade based on the move of the candle next week on that event, right? So if you're here, because this training is not done. All right, it's not done. There's something, so many people will make mistake right now. They might come up wanting to take this trade here again. If a candle is moving like this, there are some things you need to know, all right? That is why this charting is really very important. But I'm going to end the class here, but just to let you know how this played out, all right? How this played out. So that's really what I think, sir. Having more, I'm aiming for 10 by the grace of God. We should aim for 10 with what we have, sir. So just to answer the question.
Absolutely.
All right. So I don't know, should I continue just to wrap it up, sir?
Yes, before you wrap it up, our women event this Saturday has been moved. One of the keynote speakers had lost someone in the family. So we are moving it. A new date will be communicated But this Saturday evening, make sure you don't miss that call. We'll go deeper. But next week, Wednesday, like we said, all the P150s. You're not P150 now. It's just 3 people. Don't miss those calls. You're not P150 now. It's just 3 people. Between now and Wednesday, between now and Monday night, so that by Tuesday we know who is in. Between now and Monday night, get your P150 done. You're already P150, get as many people in your team as you can. Our goal is to create, at least, Mr. Kenvry has said it, and I'm in agreement, 10 brand new educators on this platform, so that we can have several live trading sessions, several. When I say people will be so rich, so rich this year, you'll be stinking money. You'll be stinkingly rich. How many of you like to stink like that? You'll be so rich that you'll be smelling money. So you'll be stinkingly rich. That is the goal this year. That is the goal. So watch this again. Make sure tonight, 8 p.m., we continue our new members orientation. How many of you have been getting value? You've been getting value from the trainings. You've been getting value. Invite massively for the presentation by 8. Immediately after 8, the new members orientation. And some of you, you should have picked the date for your launch or the date for your relaunch. Either your launch or your relaunch. With what we have,
that's 100%.
You can't afford to miss Dubai. If you do, I feel so sorry. So God bless each and every one of you. Back to you, Mr. Kenvry.
Awesome. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, Dr. Onalame said, wow, 3-0 plus value today. All right, that's awesome. Everyone put in your score on the chat. Put in your score on the chat. So when you're chatting, you can see how this works powerfully well. You took the trade here, you win. You took the trade here, you win. You took the trade when you took the 3, that's 3-0. All right, that's 3-0. Like next week, so what lesson do you take out of this? What's your action point in taking from this class? All right, what you do is when you wake up, look at the what currency do you want to trade? Go do the charting, mark the areas, and watch it. Be patient enough to watch it play out. If it doesn't play out in front of you, you can let it go. All right, you can actually let it go. If you notice something I told you about the daily on NZD-USD, I will not be too quick to get in on the what sell. Why? Because there is a daily momentum, a strong daily momentum that might still take this trade back up. So this is the 15 minutes what resistance, right? We have another area here. We have another area here. All right. One of the things you can do, you can see this area is good. If the trade is moving so fast, all right, you can wait for it to come to what? This area. You wait for it to come to this area. All right. That is how you chart. So put in your score 0-0. Yeah, a lot of people didn't take the trade, but we know there are people who took the trade. So all of this week plus our trading. So this is a training week and a trading week. We're moving into something. I want to say something before I end. All right. What I'm doing right now is trying to show everyone we are moving to the next level. Everybody put in next level on the chart. All right, putting next level on the chart, next level, putting next level on the chart. I told you that there are a lot of people, as much as this is a good training, a lot of people are going to miss it. Why? All right, they don't eat scatter plate. Yeah, next level. So what's the next level? Okay, good. I'll tell you this. Doctor, I want you to come on the mic. All right.
Okay.
Emmanuel, come on the mic. Okay, Dr. Rosemary is not here. Emmanuel is not close. Okay. You know, when we speak by the unction of the Spirit of God. All right. Chairman has said something and I've affirmed it. And before he said it, I have actually taught it, and we're creating a project around that, okay, that is going to cause this team to birth the next level traders in, you know, I can be bold to say in the world, all right, but I'll be quick to say in Africa, in Nigeria, we want to create a system, we want to do something, okay. I know some of you have seen the flyer, I know some of you have seen, but you doctor,
Yeah.
all right, I believe you've seen the flyer, the Getpaid experience.
You've sent it today.
Okay, actually, during the okay, let me show the flyer. I want so everybody who stepped out of this call, I really don't know what it's like. Someone missing out the big deal. Let's see. I'm gonna forward it in all of the groups. All right. So I believe some of you have seen this. All right, during the call, the call yesterday, the 4 okay, the 3 was on Wednesday, the 4 p.m. call. I showed this. How many of you have seen this? Put in scene on the chat. All right. So this is a launch. Okay. And it's open for everyone to use this opportunity to launch their business. And it's going to be happening physical in Protea Hotel in Lagos. All right. And it's going to be streamed live as well. And what do we want to do? What is Getpaid experience? I need everybody to type in what on the chat. You know, when we speak words, the Holy Spirit, the truth is, if you're attentive enough, God is creating, it's the year of acceleration. We have a desire to get 10,000 people in this system, but we need what we carry, what we share these people. There is a need in it. Dr. Luke said something in his leadership chat. All right, Bob Brock said something. All right, there are 3 steps. If you want to really create words, all right, what is the need? He said something about the need. I think I wrote it down. You know, Emmanuel, you watch that as well. You know, what is the need? Your ability not to be replaced. There are 3 things. You know, there's a need in the industry. Everybody is running low on income. All right, everybody is running low. I should post that video. Go watch it. I posted it. You should go, and I'm going to watch it again. Right? We have a service that the world needs. There has never been a time people are this accurate in trading. Am I correct? If you agree with me, put in agree on the chat. There's never been a time. In fact, people don't come out. It's hard for traders to come out. They only get the result and they only share what they make. They don't share what they lose. Do you know what it is that every day we come on, every day we come on, every day we come on, and every day we win? This week is 100%. There's never been time with this result. What we have, the double blessing is really, we should bless God for double blessing. So Ikbon has said that yesterday, all right? But we can't stop at just the experience of double blessing, all right? We need to, because double blessing is taking us something in somewhere in the year of acceleration. So what we are doing is we're taking it step forward. You see the Getpaid experience, all right? Is an experience. We are creating a movement, doctor. I really want you to understand this, all right? The world needs to see what we're doing. We're just doing it on Zoom calls. We're doing it from the perspective of presentation. People come. No, but this is not going to the next level of a movement where we're going to create trading sections that is going to look like events. Like people go for movies. People go to cinema to watch movies. People go for comedy show and they pay. People buy VIP 1 million. You know, people do that stuff. All right. Have you ever imagined an event that people come in to make money? Doctor? Like people pay, you know, the traders all over the world, because of our result, people can come in, we will host an event, days of event, might be 5 days, might be 1 week of trading, and people would pay to come and make money. And they will see, there's no way people come and pay to come and make money, they will not see our system. So we're creating a movement of trading that will look like an industry. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Sign up with Biboku, because then it's live. Just imagine what we're doing. We're doing it at an event level, like a movie, like all this comedy level, where people see how people are clearing $1,000, right? People are making money. What best event would people love to have? All right, to go watch a comedy show or to go to an event that they would make money? Everybody put it on the chat. All right, what kind of event would you rather go? You're going to an event where you know that if I have $100 or $500 or $5,000, I can go to this event, I'll pay to get ticket, and I will go learn how to be part of the system, but at the same time, I can earn money. So Getpaid experience and an experience what will show the world how what is happening in our system is playing out. And people are making money every day, all right? And we're going to be signing up people in the hundreds and in the thousands because we're creating a movement out of it. We are launching Getpaid experience on the 11th of March. And what we want to do there, I don't think anybody you should use this opportunity to launch your team. You want to be a successful trader, don't miss this launch. All right? Because the blueprint of being a successful trader, this is just a few I've done here right now. All right? You want to really get your trading and your income in acceleration. You don't just focus on yourself, all right? Now it's open to the team because our team is creating, see, the grace upon this team is creating a movement, all right? What you want to do is secure your ticket and secure minimum of 10 tickets. Because there is no way. What you experience today, do you think that if you know 10 people who have been struggling in trading and they experience what you just experienced, do you believe that their belief system is going to go to the next level? All right, put it on the chart. How many of you on this chart, your belief system went to the next level, knowing fully well that if you really know what Kenvry just taught you, all right, those your mistakes you've made, you wouldn't have been making them. Agree with me, put in a 5-5 on that. Where's my chart? Right, put in a 5-5-5 on the chart. You need an event to create an experience, all right? And we want to launch that experience on the 11th of March. And we're giving everyone an opportunity. Doctor, what do you think this is going to do in the lives of our traders?
It's going to be excellent, man. Excellent. Excellent.
Emmanuel, looking at what has happened to you in the last couple of years being in the system, how you've been exposed to the system and how you're doing well in trading, what do you think, right? What do you think this event or this system we're creating right now, all right, is going to do in the lives of those that are really focused and they want to learn the skill? Emmanuel. Okay, just logged off network. I saw him. Okay. Emmanuel, are you on? Okay. Well, it's not on. All right.
Sorry, just before you go, let me just give an experience now. You know, we are talking of technical analysis being the bomb. Now, NU at 10 o'clock, I was expecting a down arrow. And while I was looking at both sides, it hit the 406 and I took it at the end of the arrow. But when I went back to hourglass was pointing up. But look at the trade. It's about to clear. You didn't get what I said?
Yes, it's respecting the technical.
Yes. So my trade has cleared. Maybe you didn't get it. Let me share and show what I'm saying.
I got it. I got it clearly. Like clearly, it's respecting that zone. Mr. Biodun, other people are clearing. You understand?
Yeah.
Technical.
So what I'm saying is that, I mean, I was waiting for the arrow to give me a down arrow. It was 10 o'clock. Everything was, you know, as analyzed for the 406 area. And suddenly, it was the up arrow that came up. I was already in the trade. But look at the trade clear because of the technical analysis. So I just give it to you, man.
Thank you very much.
Program, don't miss it. Wednesday program, don't miss it, guys. We got the sauce. We got the sauce.
We got it. So, you know, you want to set yourself up for Wednesday. You want to get your ticket. Someone is asking, how do you get a ticket? We're going to send the link in all of the groups. All right. It's 2,000 for the ticket. You want to get at least 5-10 people for your team to participate, both online, all right, and both offline. It's going to happen online and offline, the way we did the event. So you want to get your ticket. See, this is one way. This is not just coming on a session and they tell you how a business, okay, these are the big, no. We want to practically show you how the money is going to be made. And this project is going to cut across all of the projects we said, because our goal is to put 5,000. It's project 1,000, putting 1,000 into the system and earning in $1,000. It's a 90-day run, all right? And who is the one that is supposed to take advantage of this youth? Because you want to take your business to the next level. All right. I appreciate everyone. The link is going to go all out. Dubai is in focus, and we're doing everything to make sure we get as many people to qualify for the private jet move. All right. It's a PJ move. On the 4th of April, another climatic, experience is going to happen in Lekki. We are all going to be in Lekki. That experience is going to be life-changing. All right. It's going to be life-changing. You don't want to miss it for anything. Okay. Yeah. And we also have an event for Ijebu Day. You don't want to, there's no way you're going to participate. One thing we said is stay connected and participate. Follow instructions. There's no way you do this and your income is not going to move into the 4 figures, 5 figures. If you appreciate what we've done so far. So see, we always, I know some people trade. So put in how many percent you made. For those that made money, put in how many percent you made on this session. So far this week, what's our score? We've done 100%. So while we were training at the highest level, we also made money 100%. Last week was 100%, and this week was 100%. If you are so excited, put in your score on the chat. Wow, 10% move on. All right. Oh, yes, no. All right, we have 4 yesterday. So put it on the chat. Put it on the chat. We have 4 yesterday on Monday. Put it on the chat. How many percent did you do on this session? 8.9% while we are learning. Put it on the chat. If you made money on this session, all right? Made money is 100% this week, 100% last week. If you learn the skill, one of the things I really focused on was, let's take this thing to the next level where members can focus on practice. All right. How many of you've enjoyed this week? This week has been a blessing to you. Put in your percentage. Put in your percentage. Let's get the percentage right now. So today, someone made chips. You made 5%, no trade taking for today. You just learned. Awesome. Just put it on the chat. How excited are you? Put it on the chat. 2%. Awesome. All right. Awesome. Awesome. 12% for the week. Now you can put in your percentage growth for the week. Let's go. All right. Percentage growth for the week. On Monday, we have 4 trades on Monday. That's 4 trades morning and afternoon. 4 trades on Tuesday. We had 4 wins. On Wednesday, we had 2 wins. On Thursday, we had 4 wins, and today we have 1. All right. All trading session was absolutely 100%. That's to tell you next level stuff. It's next level stuff. So all you just need to do is climb on your next level. Put in the percentage. Let's take our video for the week. Let's have people sending in the percent for the week. All right. Sending in the percent for the week. Or if you have your today, just put it. So let's take our custom. Let's take our custom. Put in on the chat. Do this. You know what we said. Respond. All right. Powerful session today. What a training. But even during the training, people are clearing today. All right. 6% for the session, 12% for the week, 2% today, 5%, 2.3%, 3%, 8.9%, 10% today. All right. Powerful. Learning. It's been 100% for this week. Every day of the week, we've been clearing the trade back to back. Getpaid sessions is where you can learn and earn between 5%, 2 to 5% of your income. All right. You should get on right now. All right. Boom, 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 boom. So I appreciate everyone for being on. 4 p.m. we're going to be here. So what are you supposed to do? All right. This is where the instructions come in. If this is good to you and you keep it right to yourself, it shows that you are selfish. I love to use that word when I say this. All right. Don't be selfish with what we have. Don't be selfish. Don't say, okay, let me get it. I don't think you don't need to get it. If you've not gotten it by seeing and by believing, you never get it. All right. And what people see in you is your belief, not your experience. I don't need to see your trading account before I get in the business. I don't need to see your belief system. If you believe this right now, all right, and you know that it's going to help lives, we're going to change the status quo for our nation. People, there are people who are not earning money in this country. All right. If you don't see that and you don't feel it, then you are not really looking into the service world. I see that, and we can do a lot about it. Invite people on the session, 2 to 5 people, right, or 5 to 10 people on the session for 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. God bless you all for being on this session. Show me love on the chat. If you love, if I've served you this week, all right, and you appreciate what we're doing, all right, put in love. Let me get love on the chat. Let me get some love icons. Put it on the chat. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me get some music. Okay, wait. I promised myself I was going to listen to music. Oh my goodness. Look at NU just playing it out back to back. All right. Hold on. Let me play. Let's see. What's that song? All I do is win. Okay, hold on. Is it that? That should be the song. That should be the song. That should be the song. That should be the song, right? That should be the song. 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 Play. I promised myself I was gonna. This should be the song. Yeah. All I do is win, no matter what. Got money in my mouth. Whoa! Let's go. Everybody hands up. Showtime. They stay there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Put it in the chat. Show some love. Show some love on the chat. Yeah. Every summer drop mode. Hits to make my stock. Let's go. Let's go. I appreciate you all. God bless you for being on. Love you all. Have a beautiful, let's have a beautiful day. Let's finish the day with all success, right? Invite as many people as you can so that we show this love to all, right?